Story time. I want to share this story because it's it's a dope ass little vibe to see how integrity work and how how it's a balance. Like you don't have to go all the way to the extreme with certain things. But long story short, I went into the post office. And matter of fact, this something I feel like, bro, as far as like transmuting energy and sending unconditional love, like the probably one of the toughest practices would be for like young men, you know, and just keeping it real, like young men in the hood for sure, you know what I'm saying? Having to come back around and see or deal with certain police officers that may have just done so much to where it's just very, 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 very tough. You know what I'm saying? to unconditionally love them, you know what I'm saying, on that level. But I'm proud of myself, you know what I'm saying, because I was in the post office, and I came across one of those police officers that was, you know, uh, very antagonizing in my growth and very pressurizing to make a diamond, to help me turn into the diamond that I am, you know what I'm saying? But also with this integrity aspect, what came up is like, you're when we say integrity, integrating all these different aspects of ourselves, So, it's some parts of me that it came easy, like, oh yeah, unconditional love, like lighthearted, it's simple, you know. But that part of me who had to, deal with that energy, or that part of me that may have tried to hold that grudge from that perspective, was kind of still feeling a little on edge. And I was like, look, bro, it's unconditional love. But seeing where you don't have to go to the extreme for unconditional love. Because here it was, well, one part of me wanted to go all in and be like, oh yeah, give them a handshake and a hug and say, much love and blessing again, like that part, you know what I'm saying? Like that. I feel like again a little tad bit of that oh, kumbaya, my lord, just love everybody, to that extent, or as far as showing it. Because I realized in that moment, like, all I gotta do is just send, have that unconditional love internally, like, hey, look, it ain't no judgment, it ain't no grudge, it's unconditional love. Because when a person does stuff like that person done, that's a sickness, that's a mental sickness, and not to, from a derogatory sense, because we all done went through some types of mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical sicknesses before, or disease of the body, you know. So it was just that vibe of like, unconditional love, but I didn't have to take it there because literally the integrity of the whole situation is like, you know, do as much as the wholeness of my being could agree upon. If that makes sense. Like, we gotta harmonize this situation. Like, hey, it's part of me that's trying to push to the just go all in with it. And then there's the other part like, hold on, we ain't just like a lady that probably, seen a or just anybody, male or female, that saw a person that just, raped them or something like that. They gon' or molested them when they were younger. It's gonna be a little tough to just, oh yeah, man, I love you and this and that. Just right off the bat. But you can at the least, again, like harmonize, meet all aspects halfway, and be like, well, at the least, I know that, I want my heart weighing light as a feather, because holding grudges hurts me and not that person. It feels like, oh yeah, I'm being mean towards that person, so I'm hurting them. It's like, nah, you hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way the energy works. Whether we want to agree upon it or not, it ain't, whatever. Agree to disagree, however you feel about it. But that's the way the energy works. So it's like, in that moment, I'm like, bro, just send that unconditional love. I ain't got to do all that extra shit, you know, and that's okay. Like realizing that that's okay. Like, I didn't have to go to the extreme. And I'm sharing this because, again, with a lot of that, extreme new age vibes and like, oh, lovey-dovey, that type of vibe. people will probably think like, oh, in order to really unconditionally love, I gotta be all touchy feely, you know what I'm saying? And no, you don't, you know what I'm saying? You be as touchy feely as you are comfortable with. Is just really and truly, as long as the subconscious or mental aspect, is in a place of unconditional love and not blame. Like I don't have to, kick it with this person, or even I can still dislike what they done to me. At the same time, there's no grudge. It's all unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? But just wanted to share that message because I'm pretty sure some brethren and sisters probably done had to deal with that before, are dealing with that, so just wanted to share that, so hey, you ain't gotta just jump in and give them a hug and all that, but definitely, release that grudge and stuff like that, or you be coming back in here again to learn how to release grudges against people who may have done something, because that's still holding on to the past. That's old shit. Now it's the vibrate. Did that officer do anything to me while I was in the post office? No. So what am I tripping on? You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. Now it's the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now, y'all. Peace, man.